Hello and welcome to the Midday News this Tuesday afternoon on Rajya Sabha television. First up, a quick look at the top stories that we are tracking at the top of one. Allotment of portfolios in Karnataka after vote of confidence, says senior Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge. Decision on Deputy Chief Minister likely today. B.S. Yediyurappa writes to the Election Commission alleging grave irregularities in the polls. Niti Aayog and Ministry of Economic Development of Russia to begin strategic economic dialogue for more synergy in trade and investment. After Modi-Putin informal summit, both the sides decide to intensify consultation and coordination in the Indo-Pacific region. Security forces will act and react at the right moment, says Centre, after Pakistan continues to violate ceasefire in Jammu and Kashmir. 2 people injured in firing by Pakistani forces across all sectors from Akhnur to Samba. Two more people suspected to be infected by Nipah virus die in Kerala. Samples sent for tests. Official death figure in the state at 3. Neighbouring Tamil Nadu steps up fever surveillance. And IPL playoffs from today. Sunrisers Hyderabad to take on Chennai Super Kings in the first qualifier at the Wankhede in Mumbai. Winning team directly enters a final to be played on 27th of May. Our top focus is all the developments from Karnataka. H.D. Kumaraswamy, leader of the JDS Congress Alliance, will take oath as Karnataka Chief Minister tomorrow. The ceremony, which is likely to be attended by many opposition party leaders, including SP, BSP, Trinamool, Aam Aadmi Party and TRS, will take place at 4:30 p.m. on the steps of the State Assembly. Congress President Rahul Gandhi will also be present at the ceremony. However, there is no final word yet on the allotment of portfolios in Kumaraswamy cabinet. Kumaraswamy met UPA Chairperson Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi in New Delhi on Monday. Now, according to PTI, while the Congress party is in favour of 2 deputy chief ministers, the JDS is believed to be not in support of this proposal. Both the parties are expected to take a final decision on the issue today. Meanwhile, while Congress spokesperson Randeep Surjewala has clarified that the final decision on portfolios will be taken by the Congress High Command, top contender for the Deputy Chief Minister post and KPCC President G. Parameshwara has admitted that it would be difficult to work with the JDS, but the decision to ally was taken to keep the BJP away from the state.
Rahul ji cleared what are all the modalities to be done. He has given permission to Karnataka in-charge secretary Venugopal ji to discuss all those matters and finalize everything. Tomorrow our local Congress leaders and Venugopal ji will sit and we finalize everything.
कौन उप मुख्यमंत्री होगा, कौन स्पीकर होगा, कौन मंत्री होगा, इसका निर्णय कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष पर छोड़ दिया गया है। वो सभी कांग्रेस के कार्यकर्ताओं और साथियों से मंत्रणा करेंगे समेत श्री केसी वेणुगोपाल जो प्रभारी महासचिव हैं, चर्चा करके वो बहुत जल्द निर्णय कर देंगे। हमारे लिए ये केवल मंत्री, उप मुख्यमंत्री या स्पीकर बनाने की लड़ाई नहीं, हमारे लिए ये कर्नाटक के विकास और प्रगति को और ज्यादा गति जो 5 साल में कांग्रेस ने दी उसे आगे लेकर जाने की है।
Meanwhile, a day before Kumaraswamy's swearing in, senior Karnataka Congress leader Mallikarjun Kharge has said that the distribution of the state cabinet portfolios will happen after the vote of confidence in the assembly. Let's take a listen.
पहला तो हमारा लक्ष्य है स्पीकर का चुनाव का, उसके बाद वोट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस का। ये दोनों चीजें होने के बाद किस ढंग से कौन से चीजों के ऊपर सहमति बनेगी और हाईकमांड क्या डिसीजन लेगी वो हाईकमांड यहाँ पर तय करेगी। अब फिलहाल तो गुरुवार शुक्रवार तक इसी चिंता में रहेंगे। एक तो स्पीकर का चुनाव, दूसरा वोट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस। ये दोनों चीज होने के बाद ही बाकी की चीजें डिस्कस कर सकते हैं।
स्पीकर कांग्रेस पार्टी का
नहीं, अब वो तय आज शाम में हो जाए। जहां तक मुझे खबर है
जी,
वो एक ही लेंगे। अगर उसमें कोई बदलाव है तो उसकी सूचना मुझे नहीं है, तो देखेंगे। वो सारे देखिए, संख्या बल का उसका कोई अब डिस्कशन नहीं है। ये सारी चीजें वोट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस के बाद, विश्वास मत प्राप्त होने के बाद ही बाकी के चीजों के ऊपर चर्चा होगी और फैसला होगा।
Meanwhile, former Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa has alleged irregularities in the conduct of the recently held assembly elections in the state. In a letter to the Election Commission, he demanded that the Election Commission closely investigate grave irregularities in the conduct of the polls. He claimed that fresh elections should be ordered for some constituencies if necessary. After B.S. Yediyurappa stepped down as Chief Minister of Karnataka, 8 VVPAT machines were found abandoned in a shed near Managuli village, triggering a strong reaction from the senior BJP leader. State Chief Electoral Officer Sanjeev Kumar stated that the boxes used for carrying VVPAT machines were without the machine or paper. An FIR has been registered at Managuli police station and investigation into the matter is on. On to the other top story of the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is back home after concluding his visit to Russia, where he held a 9-hour informal summit with President Vladimir Putin. Prime Minister Modi said that he had extremely productive discussions on complete range of Indo-Russia relations as well as other global subjects. The meetings ranged from one-on-ones to delegation-level talks, from a ride on a yacht to a visit to an educational center. Take a look at this report. Prime Minister Narendra Modi leaving for India late on Monday after what he described as extremely productive discussions with Russian President Vladimir Putin. MEA spokesperson Ravish Kumar tweeted, "Farewell, my friend." In a special gesture symbolizing our friendship, Russian President Putin personally bid farewell to Prime Minister Modi at the airport at the conclusion of Prime Minister's short but successful visit to Russia. The two leaders earlier held a 9-hour informal summit in the Black Sea resort town of Sochi. After the talks, Prime Minister Modi recalled the historic relations between the two countries and added that there was a new dimension to strengthening ties between the two countries now.
लगातार हमारे बायोलेटरल मीटिंग होती रहती है, लेकिन मैं राष्ट्रपति पुतिन का बहुत आभारी हूं। उन्होंने एक इनफॉर्मल समिट के रूप में, इनफॉर्मल मीटिंग के रूप में मुझे निमंत्रित किया, और इसलिए इतने लंबे कालखंड में एक नया आयाम हमारे संबंधों में जुड़ा।
Prime Minister Modi recalled that former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee gave a strategic impetus to the relationship between the two countries. He said both the countries successfully transited into a special privileged strategic partnership since then.
हम दोनों आज गर्व से कह सकते हैं कि अटल जी ने और आपने जो बीज बोया था स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप का, वो आज एक विशाल वटवृक्ष में, यानी एक प्रकार से स्पेशल प्रिविलेज स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप में रूपांतरित हुआ है। ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट है।
Russian President Vladimir Putin thanked Modi for accepting his invitation to come to Sochi and said that the visit would give fresh impetus to the bilateral ties. Mentioning that the trade between the two countries is increasing fast, he said both the countries are supporting one another on international fora.
The relationship between Russia and India needs no special introduction. It has very deep roots.
За последнее время нам удалось придать и дополнительный импульс.
Of late, we have been able to provide it with an additional input.
Both the leaders deliberated in detail on the issues of mutual, regional and global importance. MEA spokesperson Ravish Kumar shared on Twitter the pictures of the two leaders meeting, saying that the relationship was characterized by deep trust, mutual respect and immense goodwill. MEA said that the two leaders agreed to institute a strategic economic dialogue between Niti Aayog of India and the Ministry of Economic Development of the Russian Federation to identify greater synergy in trade and investment. The two leaders also reiterated the significance of long-standing partnership in the military, security and nuclear energy fields. Modi and Putin expressed concern over terrorism and radicalization and their determination to combat terrorism in all its forms.
Both countries agreed that as major countries they had responsibility for global peace and stability to be maintained, and both leaders agreed that this kind of format of an informal summit is a good additional level of exchanges between them. Prime Minister has of course invited President Putin to visit India in the second half of the year for the annual summit, and he looks forward to receiving President Putin in India.
After the talks, the two leaders visited the Moya Russia Ethos Center. Thereafter, PM Modi took a ride in a yacht along with President Putin. Thereafter, Modi and Putin visited the Serious Educational Center, where the Prime Minister interacted with exceptionally talented young people from all regions of Russia at a special monthly camp.
आप में से हिंदुस्तान जाने का मन करता है ऐसे कितने हैं?
Сколько человек из вас хотят поехать в Индию?
PM Modi tweeted the glimpses of his day-long visit to Russia. He wrote, "Extremely productive discussions with President Putin. We reviewed the complete range of India-Russia relations as well as other global subjects. Friendship between India and Russia has stood the test of time. Our ties will continue to scale newer heights in the coming years." Both the leaders will also meet at the SCO summit in China and the BRICS summit in South Africa, besides having a formal summit later this year. With Akhilesh Suman, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. And Pakistan continues to violate a ceasefire in Jammu and Kashmir. Their troops opened fire across all sectors from Akhnoor to Samba along the international border. 2 people have been injured. Pakistani forces opened fire and lobbed mortars as well. BSF troops guarding the border retaliated effectively, and exchanges between the two sides were continuing. And in view of the continued Pakistani shelling, people living in border areas have moved to relief camps. Several such camps have been set up in educational institutions and other government buildings. Pura and Arnia sectors have also witnessed a heavy shelling from Pakistan for the past 2 days.
भारत की सीमाओं पर, आपके देश की सीमाओं पर यदि दुनिया की कोई ताकत आंख उठाकर देखने की कोशिश करती है, तो उस समय जो स्वाभिमान जागृत होता है उसे ही राष्ट्रीय स्वाभिमान की भावना कहते हैं। और यही राष्ट्रीय स्वाभिमान की भावना चाहे भले ही हम शहीद हो जाएं, लेकिन भारत की सीमाओं की सुरक्षा होनी चाहिए, भारत की सुरक्षा पर कोई आंच नहीं आनी चाहिए। यही भाव आत्म आहुति, बलिदान की प्रेरणा देता है।
Big story coming in from Chhattisgarh. Well, the state will soon get its new anti-Naxal combat unit. It will be called Black Panther, and it will be on the lines of a Greyhounds unit. Now, this announcement was made by Home Minister Rajnath Singh in Raipur on Monday after he chaired a meeting on left-wing extremism. He informed that the force is undergoing training at present and it will be launched soon. The Greyhounds are special forces trained to launch anti-insurgency operations against Maoists and Naxals in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Rajnath Singh said that the government will employ all its forces into curbing a resource flow to the Maoists, including a seizure of illegally amassed assets. He added that the central forces and Chhattisgarh government were actively carrying out development work in Naxal-affected districts as well. We'll take a very short break here. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Four years of Modi government, increase in maternity leave.
अब मुझे 6 months का बेनिफिट मिल रहा है। मेरा बच्चा इतना होगा कि वो बॉटल फीड पे आ जाएगा और वो अपने आप को थोड़ा सा मैनेज करने लगेगा।
डॉक्टर्स भी बोलते हैं 6 month के लिए बेबी को अपनी दूध देने होते।
हम एक तरीके से फाइनेंशियल अपना मतलब जो भी डिसीजन है मेरी वाइफ ले सकती है और स्ट्रांग हो सकते हैं इससे।
हमारे देश में 90% औरतों को अनीमिया है, तो अगर आप 6 महीने का टाइम दे औरत को इससे रिकवर करने के लिए, तो वो उसकी हेल्थ पे बहुत ज़्यादा उसका पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट होता है।
4 years of Modi government, only on Rajya Sabha television.
Welcome back. A big story coming in from Kerala, where 2 more people suspected to be infected by Nipah virus have died today in Kerala's Kozhikode district. Officially, 3 people have succumbed to the virus so far. Now, several people suffering from similar symptoms are under observation in Kozhikode and neighbouring Malappuram districts. The centre rushed a high-level team from the National Centre for Disease Control. The team visited Changaroth and Parambra, from where the virus was first reported, and took stock of the situation. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan said that the government was handling the issue with utmost seriousness. He assured that the health department is taking all possible steps to ensure that the virus does not spread and no more lives are lost. And following the deaths in Kerala, Tamil Nadu government has also decided to step up fever surveillance, including in border districts. News from Tamil Nadu, where the DMK convened opposition parties meet over the Kaveri issue today. After the meeting, DMK working president M.K. Stalin said that they condemn both the state and the central government for failing to constitute the Kaveri board with all its statutory powers. The opposition DMK has urged the state government to establish cordial ties with the new government in Karnataka and obtain Kaveri water due for Tamil Nadu by 12th of June. The leaders discussed measures to pressure the central government to implement the draft scheme on Kaveri water management before the start of the monsoon season. Remember, the Supreme Court had last week put its seal of approval on the centre's draft Kaveri management scheme. And the Enforcement Directorate, or the ED, on Monday took fresh action against absconding businessman Nirav Modi. The ED attached assets worth over 170 crore rupees of Nirav Modi in connection with its money laundering probe into the multi-crore rupees PNB fraud case. The Central Probe Agency issued a provisional order under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, attaching a number of bank accounts, immovable assets and shared investments of Nirav Modi, his associates and business-linked firms. Last week, the agency had seized over 34,000 pieces of jewellery worth 85 crore rupees from Gitanjali Group, owned by Nirav Modi's uncle and jeweller Mehul Choksi, who is also wanted in this case. Meanwhile, the CBI has filed its charge sheet against Rotomac Global Private Limited and its promoters in connection with the over 450 crore rupees alleged loan default involving Bank of Baroda. After a 3-month probe, the charge sheet was filed in a special court in Lucknow. It deals with a 456.63 crore rupee loan of Bank of Baroda, as the probe into the remaining amount was still continuing. Besides Kanpur-based Rotomac Global Private Limited, the CBI has also charged its CMD Vikram Kothari, his son and director Rahul Kothari, then AGM of Bank of Baroda, senior manager and bank manager Shashi Biswas in the charge sheet. The CBI has alleged that the directors of the company diverted loan funds issued for packing credit to other purposes. Let's get all the international news now. The US on Tuesday threatened Iran with the strongest sanctions in history if it does not give up its nuclear weapons program after Washington pulled out of the 2015 nuclear deal. The US also sought the support of countries like India to put pressure on Tehran. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo laid out 12 demands for Iran and said that relief from sanctions would only come when Washington had seen tangible shifts in Iran's policies. In his first major foreign policy speech, Pompeo demanded major changes from Iran and said that America will not allow the country to develop a nuclear weapon. Meanwhile, Iran's President Hassan Rouhani dismissed the US threats, saying that the rest of the world no longer accepts Washington making decisions on their behalf.
We will work to prevent and counteract any Iranian malign cyber activity. We will track down Iranian operatives and their Hezbollah proxies operating around the world, and we will crush them. Iran will never again have carte blanche to dominate the Middle East. And I would remind the leadership in Iran what President Trump said. If they restart their nuclear program, it will mean bigger problems than they'd ever had before.
News from Venezuela now. In a day after President Nicolas Maduro declared a re-election victory, US President Donald Trump called the elections a sham and tightened financial sanctions against the country. The sanctions would bar US companies or citizens from buying debt or accounts receivable from the Venezuelan government. It also prevents the government of Venezuela from liquidating assets that it has a majority ownership of. Remember, Sunday's election was held despite widespread anger over the South American country's crushing economic and social crises. It was marred by low voter turnout, allegations of vote rigging, and an opposition boycott. And veteran CIA officer Gina Haspel has been sworn in as the agency's acting director, becoming the CIA's first female director. 61-year-old Haspel, who worked with the agency for 33 years, takes over from Mike Pompeo, whom Trump recently made his Secretary of State. Haspel won the majority vote by a tally of 54 to 45 in favor of her nomination in the 100-member chamber, where a simple majority was required for confirmation. Haspel was confirmed by the US Senate despite stiff opposition of some lawmakers over her link to the CIA's harsh interrogation methods in the post-9/11 era. This includes her role in overseeing a secret black site prison in Thailand, where the agency conducted interrogations using methods such as waterboarding, a technique subsequently condemned as torture. And on to sports news, the IPL playoffs begin from today, and in the first qualifier today, Sunrisers Hyderabad will take on Chennai Super Kings in Mumbai in the evening today. The winning team will enter the final, while the losing team will have another chance of making it to the title clash. It will play the winner of tomorrow's eliminator between Kolkata Knight Riders and Rajasthan Royals. Kolkata and Rajasthan's matches are scheduled in Kolkata, and the final will be played on Sunday in Mumbai. Last night, in the final league game of the season, Chennai Super Kings defeated Kings 11 Punjab by 5 wickets in Pune. The win sent Punjab crashing out of the playoffs race and helped Rajasthan Royals to progress. And Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has said that there is a need to build a disaster-resilient infrastructure and provide lifeline services to the most vulnerable communities. Speaking after laying the foundation stone of the southern campus of the National Institute of Disaster Management in Krishna district in Andhra Pradesh, the Vice President said that the southern part of the country are prone to multiple disaster challenges. The new campus will be functioning to support the overall goal of resilience and capacity building of various stakeholders through its programs.
The natural calamities are not in our hands. Sometimes they are man-made, sometimes they are God-made, nature-made. So what the human beings can do is minimize the damage, minimize the effect. We need to have an understanding how to go about it, how to face such challenges also.
Now, our special report, the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, or the Clean India Mission, is fast changing national attitudes towards cleanliness. The government has set itself a target to build 67 lakh toilets, and as on 16th of May, over 53 lakh toilets have been constructed. In our special series, we take a look at this mission and the successes that it has notched. Take a look at this report as we take your leave. Thanks for watching.
Kalavati and Bubbly are close friends. They live in Munka village in Delhi. Like any normal youth, they are bullish about the future. But an anomaly blighted their daily basic chore. For long, they could not go out for ablutions till it was dark. It was unsafe and embarrassing. They longed for a toilet at home. The ground situation started changing 2014 onwards when Prime Minister Modi flagged open defecation and launched Swachh Bharat Abhiyan to stamp it out. It brought immediate relief for women like Kalavati and Bubbly.
पहले बाहर जाते थे, अब तो हम लोग अंदर बना रखे हैं। अब उसमें है कि अपने जब टाइम मिलता है तभी चले जाते हैं। अब अंदर से मतलब है, अब बाहर जाने की कोई ज़रूरत ना है।
अब शाम को इंतजार नहीं करना पड़ता है, अब घर को बनवा दिए, अब घर करते हैं।
जहाँ वो खुलने में सोच जाती थी बीमारियों का घर बना रहता था, लेकिन अब उन सब बीमारियों से अब निजात पा ली है। और मुझे लगता है कि ये मोदी जी ने जो अभियान चलाया, स्वच्छ भारत अभियान, ये बहुत अच्छा है और ये बहुत कामयाब हुआ है।
Government-backed schemes for promoting and building toilets at home are becoming very popular all over the country. They are radically changing local mindset towards hygiene and sanitation.
मोदी जी के स्वच्छता अभियान के तहत जो शौचालय बनवाए गए हैं सबके, उससे उनको बहुत राहत मिलती है। और जो हमारे गांव के बड़े बुजुर्गों जिनको दूर जाना पड़ता था, किसी कोई पैर से परेशान होता था, कोई किससे परेशान होता, उससे उनको बड़ा फायदा हो गया।
अब स्वच्छ भारत अभियान के तहत शौचालय में बिजली पानी भी लगी है, लोगों के घरों के अंदर शौचालय भी बने हैं। इससे 95% लोगों के घरों में शौचालयों की व्यवस्था हो गई है।
For hygiene, experts like Nicholas Osbert says it's a revolution in making triggered by Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. He credits Clean India campaign for drop-off in disease and transformation of rural mindsets.
A real revolution is taking place. So first of all, if you look at the political leadership and the accountability of the overall Indian administration, as well as all the social movement created with stars from sports or from movie that are supporting the movement. And if you look at what's going on at grassroots level, everybody is talking about it, everybody is debating about it, it's in every Indian's mind. So this on its own, thanks to the political leadership, is a revolution.
According to the doctors, open defecation is a root cause of disease like diarrhea, typhoid, cyst in brain, tapeworm, and others.
बहुत ज़्यादा कमी जो आई है वो मच्छर जनित बीमारियां हैं और वाटर बॉर्न डिजीज़ हैं। जो वायरल डिजीज़ हैं, इन्फेक्टिव हेपेटाइटिस है, डायरिया है, डिसेंट्री है, ये सारी चीज़ों में काफ़ी कमी आई है। और पिछले 4 साल में जो चेंज आया है, उसी की बदौलत एक जन आंदोलन जो पैदा हुआ, उसकी वजह से ये सारी चीज़ें हम कर पा रहे हैं, देख पा रहे हैं।
According to statistics, in 2014, 55 crore people used to defecate in open. Today, in 2018, after sustained campaign, this figure has plummeted to 20 crore and decreasing every day. Government has appointed 20,000 volunteers nationwide to educate people against open defecation.
Overall progress काफ़ी अच्छी हुई है, जिससे कि कवरेज जो 39% था जब हम लोगों ने इस प्रोग्राम को शुरू किया था, इस समय 80% से ऊपर है। तो ओवरऑल ODF की प्रगति पूरे देश भर में काफ़ी अच्छी है। करीब 20,000 जो हमारे टॉप स्वच्छाग्रही हैं, उनको एक जगह पे इकट्ठा करें और इससे गांधी जी का जो सेंटेनरी सेलिब्रेशंस हैं सत्याग्रह का, हम उनको वहीं पे ले चलें।
There is still a segment of people out there who resist building toilets at home due to century-old legacy and habits. They prefer status quo. But the ongoing campaign is now successfully chipping away such ossified mindsets and making them realize the fruits of change. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is making Indians more responsible towards their surroundings. And the largest beneficiaries are women. The confidence quotient has gone up by several notches. Meanwhile, Swachh Bharat mission plans to make India 100% open defecation free by October 2nd, 2019. Mohammad Fateh Tipu's report for Rajya Sabha TV.